mentally?
Well, mentally, again, we're coming off 2 big games at Oregon, at Michigan. Look, you got to be smart. That's where Juwan Howard comes into play. Look, he's been through these games. He knows what's happening. He knows this could be a letdown game. Pick up your teammates, get it going early, play strong, and have fun out there.
Take a look at the starting lineups now for this one. South Alabama will bring you Williams, Stevens, Boyanov, Brown, and Ferguson. And, of course, for Detroit, same starting 5 as we've seen so far throughout. Anton Wilson, Juwan Howard Jr., Matthew Grant, Brandon Kearney, and the transfer from Penn State, Patrick Ackerman. And Ackerman is a guy, Bernie, who we've seen a lot of this year so far.
I like Patrick Ackerman's game a lot. Look, he's not going to come out and give you 25 and 15 every night, but he's fundamentally sound. He brings a big body down low. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, he brings a presence the Titans haven't had in a couple years when they had the big guys like Eli Holman, LaMarcus Lowe, and gentlemen like that. He can play smart, stay out of foul trouble. He's going to help the Titans tremendously tonight and going forward into the season.
Brandon Kearney also, you'll remember him from Michigan State, played a couple of years there, then transferred to Arizona State, and now here with the Titans. He's a guy that I think can make an impact here this season as well.
I like Brandon's game a lot. Look, he's gone to a few different places, MSU, ASU, as you said. I think he might have found his home finally here at Detroit. This is his season. He's played well the first 3 games here. And he's trying to get in that role, feeling out his teammates, getting used to them. And as the season goes along, I expect him to play even better as we move forward.
Bernie, talk to me about Paris Bass, too, a freshman who is going to come off the bench. And he really showed flashes this week at Oregon and at Michigan that he can be a player.
I mean, nobody really expected him to come on the scene like he has. I mean, when you see him out there for the first couple plays, little lanky, looks a little awkward, looks a little bit uncoordinated. Reminds me a lot of Taishaun Prince. Skinny frame, wiry, not very normal, if you will. But the kid can flat out play. He can handle the rock. He plays effective defense. He's silky smooth out there. I love this kid's game, and it's scary. He's only a freshman.
To the officials in this one, James Hicks, Peter Duenas, and DeRosa will be the Zebras in this one, and we are just about set to go here. Glad to have you along with us. Titans basketball here on HLN. Ackerman and Ferguson at center court. South Alabama controls the tip.
And if anybody is familiar with Butler basketball, and I'm sure most folks out there are, Matthew Graves, the head coach, the assistant coach, Darnell Archery, former Butler Bulldogs. I think you'll see a lot of similar offensive sets that Butler has run throughout the past 12, 15 years. That's given them a lot of success.
Some miscommunication for the Jaguars on their opening possession. John Brown throws it out of bounds, and here come the Titans. Matthew Grant with it. BK up top.
South Alabama plays some effective man-to-man defense. They held the Titans to 28% from the field last year down in Mobile, Alabama, when they got the victory 74-58. Titans got to find a way to score the basketball tonight.
Back comes Detroit. Anton Wilson for 3. In and out. Rebound controlled by Ken Williams.
That's a good look for Detroit, though. If they get in the offensive half-court set, they're going to struggle to score points. Get rebounds, get in transitions, you get easy baskets, that'll increase your field goal percentage.
Barrington Stevens drives. Wide open look for John Brown. No. And the rebound corralled by Juwan Howard Jr. Juwan held a bit.
Yeah, that's what Juwan does. Whenever he gets that ball, he's always a threat to score from anywhere on the court. He's always looking to get to the basket, pop that 3. And underrated, he's got a very effective mid-range game from 10 to 12 feet. Very good. Lost art in the game of basketball these days.
Triple try way off the mark by BK. And here comes the Jaguars. Ken Williams will stop and pop. No good. Offensive rebound, no. Back up, no. Jaguars working the glass, ball on the ground, still lose.
Patrick Ackerman being a presence right there. Got 1 block, altered 2 others. Again, that might not fill the stat sheet, but that's an effective play on defense by the big man down low.
Still scoreless, approaching 2 minutes into the game here. A little bit sloppy start for both teams. Patrick Ackerman loses the ball out of bounds, and back the other way, it'll go to South Alabama. So a couple of turnovers in the early going here.
Yeah, both teams struggling right now, trying to find themselves offensively. Give credit to both defensive, though. They're right there in the face of the offensive player, getting in the passing lanes. Detroit already taken 2 long shots, Ryan. They got to avoid that.
Deontay Ferguson used all the rim and got it down for the first 2 points of the game. 2 minutes, 20 seconds into this first half. The Jaguars are on the board.
Not what you want to see if you're the Titans. Anybody taking it from the 3-point line, the middle of the court, all the way down to the hoop, untouched and unaltered. Not good defense by Detroit right there.
Juwan working down low to the basket. Got it. Nice move down low by Juwan Howard Jr.
And there's that mental toughness right there. He saw 2 bad shots from the outside. Juwan takes it inside, gets a high percentage shot. Good play by the senior.
Backdoor cut, no. John Brown couldn't get it to go. Here comes Anton Wilson.
Ackerman with his 2nd block already in this game.
Juwan Howard Jr. long 3 off the heel. And the rebound corralled by South Alabama. Barrington Stevens. Nice hard move down there by Georgie Boyanov.
And that play right there, that's Anton Wilson's fault if you want to assign it. He went for a steal right there, probably shouldn't have gone for it. He gets out of position. As a result, it puts the rest of his teammates out of position, and South Alabama gets a clean drive to the basket, and now they're going to the free throw line. That's the thing. One guy can affect the other 4 on the court.
Georgie Boyanov. This is the first. Gerard Williams into the game for BK.
This is something you will see a lot of. You saw a lot of it at the end of last year, having both the 2 young guards, Matthew Grant and Gerard Williams, out there together. They might be barely around 6 feet, but they do play well together.
Boyanov got the second. South Alabama leads at 3-2 early in this one. Matthew Grant. Ackerman short with that one. Ball out of bounds to South Alabama. Anton Wilson working down low. Tried to get it, but could not. And possession will go to the Jags.
I like that play by Detroit. Get it to your big boy down low. Only thing with Patrick right there, don't settle for that 15-footer. Take a few dribbles, try to pound it inside. Don't settle right there. You bail out the defender.
Taishaun Johnson into the game for South Alabama as well. High pressure. Anton going for the steal. Got it. Here come the Titans. Gerard Williams couldn't get that one to go. And the Titans will keep it.
Good defense by Detroit. Wilson went for the steal. Got it that time. Puts Detroit in a position to score.
And with that, we will take a timeout. 15:58 to go here in the first half. Titans down by a point. Slow start to this one. Jaguars 3, Titans 2. You're watching Detroit Titans basketball here on HLA.
Can you really succeed in business while staying true to your values? You can. And it's proven every day by graduates of University of Detroit Mercy's College of Business Administration. As a Catholic institution, UDM prepares leaders with competence and conscience, putting ethics and social responsibility at the core of a business education that's in the world's top 5%. Find out more today at business.udmercy.edu.
In the Horizon League, or any league, winning is the name of the game.
Our bottom line is the one on the scoreboard.
But victories can't come in the sacrifice of values.
That's why in the Horizon League, we seek to recruit with integrity.
To assist our student athletes in academic and athletic excellence.
To help them earn meaningful degrees.
To enable them to reach their full potential.
So they're ready for that game called life.
And when that happens, we all win.
Horizon League basketball. Come see for yourself.
Juwan Howard Jr., the only 2 points of the game so far for the Titans, and here it is. Nice work down low. Got the leaner in the baseline, and slow start for the Titans, Bernie.
Yeah, slow start for both teams. Combined 2 for 13 from the field. It's ugly out there. South Alabama with a slight 1-point edge, and they're a little slight edge in the rebound battle too. 8-3, including 3 offensive rebounds. So Detroit early on has to block out, keep South Alabama off the glass, and stop them from getting second chance opportunities.
Rod Williams will inbound the ball. There's Paris Bassett. He comes in and throws a pass just a little bit too hard for Matthew Grant, and another turnover for the Titans. That's their 3rd so far.
They had the right look. Grant came off that screen, curled hard. Bass had him open, a little too much hot sauce on it though. And another turnover for Detroit.
Ken Williams working against Paris Bass. Paris Bass is a guy you'll hear a lot of over the next 4 years. Just a freshman from Birmingham, Michigan. Boyanoff stripped.
Bass
Nice
does
defensive play there by Matthew Grant. Quick hands.
Bass does a lot of things, Ryan. He's a junkyard dog of sorts. So rebound, score, defend, get assists, steals. Kind of guy you want playing with you at all times.
10 on the shot clock. Barrington Johnson. Pass out. Open look. Ken Williams. No. Juwan Howard Jr. the rebound. Here comes Juwan. Looking to push it. Matthew Grant baseline. Bass stripped. Back the other way. Taishaun Johnson. Nice move there. Gets hit. No shot. Good ball handling skills there by Taishaun Johnson.
You thought it could have been a double dribble by Johnson there, but that was just a pretty street ball type move right there. And on the other end, that's a weight room play right there. Paris Bass made a drive to the lane. You got to get in there, get in the weight room, be strong with that basketball.
Matthew Grant the steal to the basket, lays it in. Turnover turns into points for the Titans, and maybe that'll get them going here.
That's what you need. Sometimes you need a steal and an easy layup like that to get you going, get you back in the flow, and increase that field goal percentage.
Taishaun Johnson to the... That's a jump ball, no?
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
Great play by Detroit. Johnson was out of control. Good help side defense. That's something you don't see very often these days other than Coach Krzyzewski type teams. Taking that charge, willing to step in, give your body up, and fall to the ground and take a hit for your team. Great job by Detroit.
Going to be a foul down low.
This young man in the game right now, Julius, he is big. Jaleel Hogan, big down there. Only a freshman, and he has a man's body. You can see that strength right now. Played for Mount Pleasant.
He's calling for the ball and gets it. Hogan, nowhere to go. Hey, that's a walk.
Oh, he's in a bad position on the baseline, not just off the block, but on the baseline. Good help side defense by South Alabama. And the young freshman just didn't really know what to do in position right there. Now, me, I probably would have done a Akeem Olajuwon dream shake to the baseline, but that's just me.
Just throw it up. Just throw it up towards the basket. 6 minutes gone by here in the first half. Another turnover for the Titans. Paris Bass to the basket, blocked by Ken Williams and out of bounds. You gonna call a foul?
I believe they might have. Bass, great defense. Detroit's doing a great job getting the passing
technical
lanes.
Foul. Unsportsmanlike technical
I see.
foul.
That might be one of those where the guy came from behind,
I didn't
swatted it. He swatted it, and he probably said something about, get that you-know-what out of here. And the referees, they don't play that at college basketball. If you want to talk trash, do it over in the court behind your house. Not here at the collegiate level. 2
free throws for Juwan Howard Jr. Makes the first. And gets the second as well. Didn't even hit the rim on either free throw.
He can shoot. He can flat out score. And Paris Bass, last 2 times with the basketball. Great job playing defense as he does. Again, that's where the weight room comes in, young players out there. You got to get in there. You got to be strong. Just watch, 2 or 3 years from now, he'll finish that, probably dunk it.
Gerard Williams' three-pointer won't go. Paris Bass tried to get the rebound, but loses it out of bounds. And the ball will go back to the Jaguars. 6-3, Titans lead it, 13:52 to go here in the first half. Ryan Romani, Bertie Fuse. Foose, the moose is loose. Abdul Lewis, left-handed, gets hit, and he'll get 2 free throws.
The young freshman there, Hogan, got out of position. A little too aggressive. South Alabama recognized it, went right around him at the three-point line. No good weak side help. And you want to gamble like that and be out of defensive position, you're going to put your teammates at risk.
On my notes here, it says Abdul Lewis is scared of cats. What are you scared of, Bernie?
I'm scared of lots of things. Spiders, but not cats. We all have our phobias, I guess.
From Los Angeles, California. That's not Matthew Grant, that's Abdul Lewis. From Newark, New Jersey. Nice area.
Very nice.
Carlton Brundage into the game for the first time. Juwan Howard now down low to Hogan. Hogan works inside. Got it. Just powered it up. And Jaleel Hogan gets on the score sheet here.
Hogan's hero style down there. Strong. You don't see a lot of that at that kind of age right there. That kind of size, strength down low. And his teammates, they're willing to give him the rock way down there.
Taishaun Johnson with some good ball movement. Wide open look for John Brown. Can't hit it, but an offensive rebound by the Jags. Another one, and Juwan Howard comes away with it. Juwan looking to push. Middle of the floor. There's Gerard Williams for 3. Got it. Wide open look converted. And the Titans up 7, and the Jags want a timeout.
That is a good three-point shot. In transition, go to the lane, draw the defenders, kick, wide open. Detroit's got to knock those babies down, and Williams did a great job right there. Candidate from three-point range.
So, Bernie, the Titans have gotten it together a little bit here over this last 4-minute stretch.
Well, it's come from their defense, Ryan. I mean, look, they're not shooting it like gangbusters out there from three-point range, but they're still playing hard-nosed defense, getting steals, getting loose balls, getting in transition. You saw Matthew Grant early on with an easy layup. Paris Bass with a steal. Juwan Howard with some free throws. The big boy Hogan down there. And right there, Howard drives to the middle, draws all 5 defenders, kicks for a wide open three-point shot. Now that is a good three-point shot late in the clock.
Halfway down, middle of the floor. There's middle of the floor. There's Gerard Williams for 3. Got middle of the floor. There's Gerard Williams for 3. Got middle of the floor. There's Gerard Williams. Middle of the floor. There's Gerard Williams.
Correction by the referees.
And I think it is 10-6. I think they said that a three-pointer with a toe on the line, then they took a point away from the Titans. 3 ball. Matthew Grant, no. Rebound, Deontay Ferguson. And Jusic. Going to be an offensive foul on South Alabama.
Smart play by Brundage. Johnson has been getting in that lane. A little bit out of control most times, but still causing havoc. Detroit recognized it, stood their ground. Look, if he's going to draw in there, leave his feet and try to kick that ball, take a charge. Carlton did a great job right there.
Ten turnovers for South Alabama, and we're not even through 10 minutes of the first half.
And they're only down 4 points. 0 assists, 10 turnovers. Not a good stat for South Alabama, but unfortunately Detroit's not much better. They got 1 assist to 5 turnovers.
2 of 11 from the field, and not going to get it done for the Titans. Excuse me, 4 of 14. 2 of 11 is South Alabama.
Whittingham is having this party, BYOB, bring your own blocks. 3 already in just the first 10 minutes. Detroit cannot seem to find an answer for the big boy down low for South Alabama.
He's getting it done on the offensive end, too. Tried to go to the basket, got fouled, and he'll get 2 free throws. Tafari Whittingham making an impact here.
The thing with guys like Whittingham, look, he's not a big 7-footer, so when you go against a guy like that can block the ball, you have to get into his body. The more you shy away, the better in position he's going to be to block your shot. Get into him, go up. If he still tries to block that shot, at a minimum, you get a foul call on South Alabama.
2 free throws for Whittingham. The Brooklyn, New York native off the mark with the first. He'll get a second shot. Just a lid on the basket for South Alabama.
And this is your typical, what they call a defensive battle. It's not pretty, it's ugly, but whoever gets the win is going to think it's pretty as can be.
So Whittingham splits at the line, and the Jags cut into the Titans' lead. Now down just 3 is South Alabama. Juwan Howard Jr. back into the game for Detroit. Quickly to the basket. Short with that one. Rebound, guess who? Tafari Whittingham. And Jusic for 3. No. Rebound, Howard.
Good look by South Alabama. You like how they're playing right now. Detroit's got to get it under control.
Brandon Kearney's shot wouldn't go. Matthew Grant went up with it and got fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. So nice work down low by Matthew Grant. And he'll earn himself 2 free throws.
Matthew Grant can do that. Again, not a big guy, but he will get in there and battle for rebounds. Believe it or not, he is second on this team in rebounding, averaging 5.7 rebounds a game, just behind Juwan Howard Jr., who averages 6.
Grant gets the first.
You just look at this Titan team and the guys they can bring in and out, Ryan. It's the athleticism and talent speaks for itself. The guys that Ray Coach Ray is able to bring in. It's going to be a really good season for these guys. They've got a great feeling. They seem to have good chemistry. They're good kids. And as long as they can work on that execution, it's going to be an exciting season of Titan basketball.
Matthew Grant makes 2 at the line. Detroit now 4 of 4 from the line in this one through 10.5 minutes. Another turnover for South Alabama. That's 11.
That's all Detroit right there. They are in the passing lanes. They got the athletic 5 guys out there right now with the big boy Ackerman down low. Long arms, quick feet. Makes it tough for any offense to get around that, make things happen. And the turnovers for South Alabama speak volumes about how good the Titans are playing right now on the defensive end.
On the defensive end, yes, you'd like to see him open it up a little bit more offensively. Matthew Grant for 3. Got it. Rattled it home. Matthew Grant.
That's one thing with Perry Watson when I played way back in the day is, look, offensively, you might have nights, stretches where you struggle. But one thing you shouldn't struggle at is on the defensive end, because that is all effort. Sometimes your shot's not there. Sometimes the ball's just not going in the hoop. But if you can control yourself defensively, you always have a chance to get back in the game, be in the game, and win games.
Well said. Another turnover. BK strips Boyanov. And the Titans are getting it done now on the defensive end. My goodness, a complete domination on that end of the floor, Bernie.
We talked about energy at the beginning of the game, Ryan. Like a game like this, it's a trap game, a sleeper game. You might falter playing Oregon and Michigan. The one thing you got to bring, we talked about Juwan telling these guys, bring energy. And look, while the ball's not going in the hoop for them right now, they are bringing that energy on the defensive end. I wouldn't want to play against these guys offensively right now.
Already into the 1-and-1. Brandon Kearney makes the first, earns a second free throw. Titans perfect at the line so far. Ray McCallum liking that.
Coach Graves getting some subs in the game, trying to find some offense some way, somehow. He's brought in a few guys that can shoot the rock from behind the arc, but to no avail yet.
Off the back of the heel, so BK goes 1 for 2 at the line. Approaching 8.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Titans up by 10, and you see the turnover numbers there. South Alabama 12-5.
Right there, almost another turnover for South Alabama. Detroit playing very aggressive, allowing South Alabama to get by them. But those quick hands by Detroit still giving the Jaguars trouble.
Deontay Ferguson. John Brown to the basket. Gets hit.
Bit of a bailout, although Detroit was out of position. They got in there. Maybe a suspect call, but a call nonetheless. Good for the Jaguars. Look, they've got nothing going on offense. They can't seem to put the ball in the basket or frankly hold on to the ball. That's where getting to the free throw line sometimes helps you, calms you down, get some free points, if you will.
A correction on the scoreboard. Detroit 16, South Alabama 7. John Brown misses the first free throw. Nothing going right for South Alabama in this one.
Yeah, this is not the tape you want to send to kids around the country about how to shoot and score the basketball.
Misses 2. They'll get another one, though, as Brandon Kearney was in the lane too early. And Brown. What can Brown do for you?
Brown's been their guy this year. A junior, newcomer, averaging almost 18 points a game, 4 rebounds. He's been very quiet tonight, though. Again, credit goes to Detroit's defense.
Juwan Howard Jr. off the glass. No, but he'll go to the line for 2. Juwan Howard Jr. strong.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Drive, get into the defensive player's body and draw the contact. Howard did it right there.
And we have the under 8 timeout. 7:56 to go here in the first half. Titans 16, Jaguars 8. You are watching Detroit Titans basketball here on ESPN 3.
Can you really succeed in business while staying true to your values? You can. And it's proven every day by graduates of University of Detroit Mercy's College of Business Administration. As a Catholic institution, UDM prepares leaders with competence and conscience, putting ethics and social responsibility at the core of a business education that's in the world's top 5%. Find out more today at business.udmercy.edu.
Titans lead at 16-8 here in the first half, and the three-point basket there from Matthew Grant, dialing it up from long distance.
Big shot right there for Detroit. Look, they have played well today on the defensive end, and they've been able to get a few more baskets to go in, more than South Alabama, hence the 9-point lead, 17-8 right now.
Back here live, Juwan Howard Jr. at the line for two, makes them both. And the Titans take a 10-point lead here. The story of this one so far has been the 12 turnovers by South Alabama. And nearly another one. Active hands for the Titans defensively.
Look at the Titans right now. Brandon Kearney, long arms, tall. Patrick Ackerman, size speaks for itself. Paris Bass, Juwan Howard, Matthew Grant, all lanky defenders.
Ken Williams down low to Brown, and Brown can't do anything with it. Brandon Kearney back the other way, up top for Patrick.
Matthew Grant, all lanky defenders.
Ken Williams down low to Brown, and Brown the half, and the Titans are starting to wake up a little bit offensively.
You gotta love it. Again, everything comes from the defensive end. Any coach out there will tell you, start on defense, eventually your offense will catch up. We've seen it, case in point here in this game. Detroit started slow, but these last 2-3 minutes, they've been on fire. They are smoking South Alabama right now.
Jaleel Hogan back into the game for the Titans. Taishaun Johnson in the lane. Nice pass underneath, blocked by Hogan. And Grant comes the other way. Nice strength down there on the defensive end by Jaleel Hogan. Now he wants it on the offensive end. Down low, puts his shoulder down, and just couldn't get that one to go, and he's diving on the floor. Jaleel Hogan, everybody, from Saginaw, Michigan, the freshman. Way off the mark was the three-pointer by Barrington Stevens. And another turnover for South Alabama.
Both teams playing hard right now on both ends of the court. 2 possessions to go. A great drive by Johnson, great pass, but an even better defensive play by Hogan's heroes down there. And even though he missed that last shot, Ryan, it just gives you a microcosm of his strength. He is just a big boy, and Detroit, even though a freshman, they look to get him the ball down low and use that strength.
Can you imagine what that kid's going to look like in 4 years?
Scary. That's one thing Coach Graves said about his South Alabama team now. For Southern Miss, recognize, look, physically, down low, you got to get in the weight room, you got to get strong. They pushed us around a little bit. Detroit now, recognizing that, starting to assert their physicality, getting strong down low, active hands-on defense, and they are out-manning, out-strengthening the Jaguars right now.
Brandon Kearney makes the first. Couldn't get the second one, so BK splits at the line.
Those are ones you always want back at the end of the game, especially when it's tight. Those missed free throws add up.
Titans active defensively. Everything in front of them. Taishaun Johnson, jumper in the lane, goes.
Tough shot, but a good shot nonetheless. Got it to go. The Jaguars needed that. Again, Detroit played great defense yet again that possession, Ryan, and they gamble a lot, but they're athletic enough, believe it or not, to get back into position after they gamble and get out of position.
Juwan Howard, quick turnaround jumper, no, but Matthew Grant comes up with the offensive rebound. Harris Bass has it now. Fresh shot clock.
Smart move by Bass. A lot of freshmen wouldn't do that. They would fire it right back up, reset, make the defense play another 35 seconds. Smart play by the freshman.
Matthew Grant will run an offensive set for Detroit. Juwan Howard drives to the basket. Up, no, but Harris back. and gets them both. So South Alabama within 10, down by 8. And where would the Jaguars be, Bernie, without Tafari Whittingham right now?
No doubt about it. They were down 15 points, a little 8-0 run, 7-0 run by the Jaguars.
Patrick Ackerman couldn't get it to go. He's looking for a foul.
If the referees are letting them play this game, you got to finish that, big boy.
Offensive foul.
Wow,
I believe that's going to be on Deontay Ferguson. It is.
Coach Graves is fuming right now. There was a little bit of a chicken wing there. Created just enough space. And the problem is it was right in front of the referee. Saw it, called it, going the other way.
Juwan Howard Jr. will come in for Paris Bass.
Good minutes by Bass. Crowd recognizes it. Gives him a little clap, as they should.
I think Juwan Howard Jr. got a chuckle out of the conversation that Matthew Graves was having with one of the officials, and then promptly comes in, misses a 3. Here comes South Alabama, down 8 and with it. And Jusic. Now Johnson, got a look, takes it, and hits that.
Wow.
South Alabama back within 5. A nice run for the Jaguars to get them back within 5.
All the good things we said about Detroit. 15 lead, a 10-0 run. And you can see it right now, a little more pep in the step of the South Alabama Jaguars. They're feeling it, trying to close this half out. I was saying get it under 10 if I'm them. They can potentially tie this, take the lead going into half.
Whittingham strong, no, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Carlton Brundage for a block.
A little bit of a delayed call right there, but that's what the coaches always say. They might complain about one call, but what they're really doing, and Coach Graves probably just did this, he's advocating for the next call.
Patrick Ackerman was the recipient of that foul call. Whittingham at the line looking to make it a one-possession game. Misses the first. Free throws a problem for South Alabama as well.
I believe that makes 7 or 8 out of 13. They've missed 5 already, if not 6. We'll get the updated stats shortly here. Again, 3 points add up in the end.
Misses them both. Gerard Williams over to Howard. Howard now to Anton Wilson. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Wilson, left-handed scoop, got it. Anton Wilson ends the 10-0 run by the Jaguars.
A year ago, Wilson takes a 3-point shot. But a year under his belt, a year in the weight room, he makes the smart decision, gets to the hoop, and a pretty left-hander off the glass. Love it.
90 seconds remaining in the first half. Titans by 7. South Alabama.
Wow.
Way out there, Johnson, no. And Juwan Howard Jr. comes up with the rebound. He wants to push it. Juwan Howard straight to the basket. Up, off the glass, and down. Juwan Howard Jr. end to end.
Any good boxing match, you punch, I counter punch. South Alabama 10-0 run, expended a lot of energy. They look a bit winded right now, and Detroit taking advantage, got their second wind, taking this baby back up to 9 points, a chance to put it right back into double digits. Coach McCallum recognizes that. Gather yourselves under 1 minute. Let's run a good offensive set here. They cut it to 5, but you get a basket here, it could be 11, possibly 12, and all of a sudden, South Alabama's back on their heels, feeling spent, as if that run wasn't worth it.
Good timeout by Ray McCallum, senior there.
Now, if I'm Detroit, I know South Alabama is a bit winded, Ryan. Run that offensive set, use all 35 seconds on that shot clock, and try to attack the rim. Don't shoot an early jump shot.
And you take a look at some of the upcoming games for the Jaguars. How about at Miami?
Hey, it's cold right now. I would not want to be here. I would rather much be down there in Miami, especially there, what is it, November 28th? Beautiful time to go to Miami.
Well, you can't get those southern teams to come up north to play football games, but basketball you can.
Why not?
Here we go, under a minute to go. Titans lead it by 9, looking to go back up double digits here and finish the first half in a strong way. Juwan Howard Jr. A little bit too strong.
Pull it back out.
Ackerman, the offensive rebound.
Pull it back out. You take one shot here. That shot, in my opinion, a little too early on for Juwan Howard. Ackerman bailed him out. One shot here. Do not give South Alabama a chance to get that ball cut into this lead. Either it stays at 9 or it goes up.
There's a difference of about 0.5 seconds on the shot clock. So the shot clock is on. Grant. Ackerman. Wow. Got it. What a way to end the first half. After a 10-0 run by South Alabama, the Titans, they get it done with a 6-0 run to end the half. And there we sit, 31-20. Titans lead it at the half. What a way to end the first half. After a 10-0 run by South Alabama, what a way to end the first half. After a 10-0 run by South Alabama,
down the stretch here, we knew they were going to score. It's just a matter of time, you know. And all of a sudden we came back. We got to the foul line, which I thought was going to be really important. Then Matt finished it off and gave us some momentum in the very one where he hits Ackerman underneath for a layup. That's a great momentum builder going into halftime.
What are the Titans going to have to do in the second half to hold on to this lead?
Well, it's like anything else. We've played 2 games before this, and we've played till about the 35-minute mark, and we've got beat down the stretch. We need to complete it with 20 minutes and play the way we played the first half and a little bit better offensively, and that'll give ourselves a chance.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Back to you, Ryan.
and thanks to assistant coach Jay Smith for his time here at halftime. So we're going to send it to a break. It is the Detroit Titans 31 and the South Alabama Jaguars 20. You are watching Detroit Titans basketball here on ESPN3.
The Titan Classic Sports Network, coming this fall.
As Horizon League student athletes, we want you to know that we are measuring up where it counts.
And that's in the classroom. In the NCAA's most recent ratings of academic progress, the Horizon League squads were above the national average and improved their overall score for the 3rd straight year.
Not only that, but 26 league teams posted perfect scores.
It all comes from a commitment to compete both on the field and in the classroom.
The Horizon League, proud sponsor of the next generation.
University of Detroit Mercy, a Catholic university, in the Jesuit and Mercy traditions.
Exists to provide excellent student-centered undergraduate and graduate education in an urban context.
A UDM education seeks to integrate the intellectual,
What a way to end the first half. After a 10-0 run by South Alabama, what a way to end the first half. After a 10-0 run by South Alabama, what a way to end the first half. After a 10-0 run by South Alabama,
Matthew Grant, all lanky defenders.
Ken Williams down low to Brown, and Brown got it. What a way to end the first half. After a 10-0 run by South Alabama, got it. And Jusic. Now Johnson, got a look, takes it, and hits that.
Matthew Grant, all lanky defenders.
And Jusic, and Jusic, and Jusic, and Jusic. Now Johnson, got a look, takes it, and
going and close games out.
Patrick Ackerman the rebound. Juwan Howard from downtown, a little bit too strong. And Boyanov comes down with the rebound for South Alabama. Down low, Ferguson, hoop, foul. He'll go to the line for one.
Ferguson didn't push off that time. Great ball movement by South Alabama. Great entry pass and a good catch and finish by Ferguson.
Nice, strong play there for Deontay Ferguson as he tries to complete the three-point play. He cannot do it, and Juwan Howard Jr. comes down with the rebound. Minute gone by here in this second half. Titans by 11.
South Alabama 8 for 15 from the free throw line. Not a good percentage, only shooting 25% for the game. Combine those with the turnovers, not good.
And the fact that through 21 minutes of play, they have converted just 5 field goals. 5.
No assists. Not one assist so far.
Juwan Howard in the lane. Can't get the shot to go, but he gets hit and will go to the line for 2. So a nice strong move there for the leader of this Titan unit, Juwan Howard Jr.
I like what I see from Detroit here early on, the first minute and a half of the second half. Again, as we talked about, not very good starts to the second half the past 3 games for Detroit, especially on Thursday against Michigan. Sometimes they may settle for 3-point shots coming out. Not this game. First 2 possessions, Anton Wilson to the basket. Juwan Howard Jr. to the basket. Those are the kind of plays you got to make to keep this momentum going and maintain your lead.
So Juwan makes both. The Titans extend to 13. Barrington Stevens the third. We've seen more and more of that from guys having the third in their
well,
name.
You know,
Golden Tate the third.
You keep those names of the parents, and you got to separate yourself out somehow. First, second, third.
Amen. Anton Wilson, the block on the 3-point attempt. And here comes Matthew Grant.
Well, I like Wilson. He is playing smart basketball. Again, not being one-dimensional with that 3-point shot. He's being an all-around player right now.
Juwan got Boyanov up in the air, but can't convert the play. However, he gets hit, and he'll go back to the free throw line. So Juwan Howard Jr. taking charge here early in this second half for the Titans.
Again, good mid-range game. Got his defender up in the air and driving to the basket, making smart basketball decisions. That's a senior leader right there, recognizing his team probably hasn't played well in the second halves. Last couple games, he's attacking the glass, getting into the basket, taking advantage of the foul trouble for the Jaguars.
Juwan gets a couple more at the line.
Good D by Wilson.
Steal. Anton gets hit.
Love it. This young man's coming a long way, growing before our eyes.
Anton Wilson, the junior guard from Flint, Michigan.
Just a 3-point shooter coming out of high school, but he has got himself in the weight room. You can see he had a block on the other end, another steal right there, attacking the glass, becoming an all-around player. He's got the talent to be something special.
And there he goes to the basket, gets his own loose ball after a blocked shot. Barrington Stevens the third. Down low for Deontay Ferguson. Anton in the lane. Got a hand on it.
Thought they might have called that on Wilson, but it looks like they called it
on Ackerman, I believe.
On Ackerman, exactly.
Two team fouls for the Titans, 3 for the Jaguars. 2.5 minutes into the second half. Titans by 14. And another turnover for South Alabama. Juwan Howard, open lane, gets hit. That's an intentional foul. And Juwan Howard Jr. did not like that.
Well, Juwan got by with a nice steal and a great crossover. And you saw the hand come back. He was definitely going to hammer Howard. Great call by the referee. You got to be careful with those kind of fouls. People get hurt. Hence the intentional foul call.
Tafari Whittingham, the guilty party for the Jags. Juwan.
This right here is a good opportunity for Detroit. We talked about having a good start to the second half. They've done that here in the first 3 minutes. And look, the difference between good teams and great teams, when you get a 10, 15-point lead, you take it to 20. You take it to 25. You don't come back down the other way. Can Detroit do that here in this game? So far, so good.
2 free throws for Juwan Howard. He's now 10 of 10 at the line, and the Titans have their largest lead of the game at 17. Jaleel Hogan blocked, going up with it. Here come the Jags. Matthew Grant tried to get the steal, but stepped on the baseline.
South Alabama's best player right there, number 22, John Brown. He has been quiet. He has 1 point. Averages 18, folks. He's had 1 point in this game and has had no effect. He has been neutralized, to say the least.
Deontay Ferguson, too strong. And Anton comes down with the rebound. What's he going to do with it? Turns it over. Numbers for South Alabama. Whittingham, finger roll. Tafari Whittingham turns the turnover into points as Juwan Howard Jr. step back jumper gets his own rebound and goes hard up off the glass. Deontay Ferguson was looking to take the charge there, but no call made. And Howard pushes the Titan lead back to 17.
Not a good first shot, especially coming off an easy layup by South Alabama, but Howard got the nice bounce, and South Alabama comes right back.
Deontay Ferguson answers. And Jaleel Hogan and Deontay Ferguson mixing it up a little bit, and the referees are going to call Jaleel Hogan with a push.
It's usually the second guy that gets caught. Ferguson came down, gave the young freshman a shove. Hogan, not liking it, pushes back. Referee, of course, sees that one, and we're going the other way.
And Hogan will take a seat next to Jay Smith and Ernie Ziegler.
Classic freshman mistake. You gotta be smarter than that.
Juwan Howard Jr. out of the game as well. Paris Bass and Patrick Ackerman into the game for the Titans. Terazia into the game for South Alabama. Ken Williams triple, good.
South Alabama not giving up. Quick little 5-0 run by the Jaguars. Coach McCallum smartly taking a timeout. I believe this is just a 30-second.
Yeah, we'll stay right here.
Coach McCallum's got to gather his troops.
We will throw it to break.
All right.
With 15:38 to go here in the game. The Titans 41, the Jaguars 29. You are watching Detroit Titans basketball here on ESPN3.
Hi, I'm Alec Brown of the Green Bay Phoenix, and I was All-Horizon League last season.
And I'm Kendrick Perry of Youngstown State, and I was also All-Horizon League.
As seniors, Kendrick and I know how tough it is night in and night out in the Horizon League.
Let me tell you something, man. It's a meat grinder.
We both won a lot of games and piled up some nice stats.
But there's still something missing from both of us.
The Horizon League Championship.
The Horizon League Championship.
And this is our year.
Sorry, Alec, but it's going to be our year.
Horizon League Basketball. Come see for yourself.
Can you really succeed in business while staying true to your values? You can. And it's proven every day by graduates of University of Detroit Mercy's College of Business Administration. As a Catholic institution, UDM prepares leaders with competence and conscience, putting ethics and social responsibility at the core of a business education that's in the world's top 5%. Find out more today at business.udmercy.edu.
41-29 here. The Detroit Titans lead South Alabama. Juwan Howard Jr. has come out and taken over this second half.
16 points, getting to the lane, doing some fantastic things. Big thing for Detroit right now. They had their lead cut to 12. Stay strong, keep attacking, take good shots, do not be impatient, and turn the ball over.
Paris Bass, long range, got it. Paris Bass, triple.
Big shot for Bass right there. Again, they took their time, they were patient. A good look for Bass, and he canned it.
Lead back to 15. 3-ball try for Taishaun Johnson. Taishaun Johnson, 3, not go. And we will take another timeout. 14:55 to go here in the game. The Titans have a 15-point lead. 44-29. You are watching Detroit Titans basketball here on ESPN3.
Vikings.
Phoenix.
Panthers.
Golden Grizzlies.
Titans. Crusaders.
Raiders. Penguins.
Flames.
9 teams with 1 goal.
Cutting down those nets.
And making the NCAA tournament.
By winning the Horizon League Championship.
Horizon League basketball. Compelling, competitive, combative. Come see for yourself.
Hi, I'm Mary Kate Emery. I'm a senior. I play volleyball from UIC, and I'm proud to be a member of the Horizon League Academic Honor Roll.
Sarah Cup, senior, softball, University of Detroit Mercy, and I'm on the honor roll too.
In fact, we are hardly alone.
In 2012-2013, more than 1,400 student athletes made the academic honor roll.
That means we have a cumulative grade point average of 3.2 or better.
Which also means that when we say student athlete,
we mean it.
The Horizon League, proud sponsor of the next generation.
Titans up 15 points here on South Alabama. Paris Bass into the game and right off the bat knocks down a triple.
Well, that's what he does. He always seems to be around the basketball, makes that triple on the other end of the court right now. The ball went out of bounds. Who was around it? None other than Paris Bass. Lanky, long, not opposed to doing the dirty work, and only a freshman. This kid is talented. He's going to be an exciting player to watch for a long time here in Titanland.
Largest lead of the game for Detroit was 17. They will try to match that here on this possession. How about the big fella Paris Bass out there near midcourt handling the basketball?
Big, long, but he can handle that rock, and he does it with like an ease and poise. You don't see it a freshman.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Titans have to hurry. Matthew Grant, triple, no. The rebound comes out to Carazia.
That was a good look, though. I thought Grant felt it. Looked good.
Oh, there it's down. Deontay Ferguson inside. Used the entire rim and dropped that one down. 14 minutes to go in the game.
South Alabama, they've changed their defense. A 1-3-1 amoeba-type defense. Changing the game on Detroit. They're going to make them an outside shooting team. The problem is you got good shooters like Matthew Grant and right there Anton Wilson. That is his hallmark. And he's got no problem canning it from downtown.
No problem at all. Paris Bass nearly takes control of that pass, and a couple of substitutions for the Titans. Out comes Matthew Grant. In comes Carlton Brundage. Out comes Patrick Ackerman and Juwan Howard Jr. back into the game.
16-point lead here for Detroit. In my mind, look, you got 3.5 minutes to go to get to that 10-minute mark. If I'm them, I want to see this baby go to 20.
And Brundage into the game with a steal. And they're on the floor battling for it. Jump ball, possession, arrow goes to the Titans.
Brundage like a free safety out there, Polamalu style. Getting that ball, using that strong, wide frame. Good defense by Detroit. Unfortunate, though, the arrow went the other way.
The scoreboard was wrong. Possession arrow to the Jags. But how about Carlton Brundage? Come into the game and make a play defensively. A hustle play. And another turnover for South Alabama.
Getting chippy out there with these two young teams. Talk about Carlton Brundage. I mean, look, had his starting spot taken away last year. He could be sitting there crying, but he's not. He's out there giving it his all, being a great teammate. And you won't hear Coach McCallum say a bad thing about this kid. He's accepted his role. It might not be the role he wants, but he does the role his team needs.
And an offensive foul, I believe, no? Nope. Foul on Ken Williams. That is the 5th team foul for the Jaguars.
Woohoo, close play there for Detroit.
Paris Bass, wide open look, got it!
Oh.
Paris Bass, couple of three-pointers here in this second half, and the Titans have their largest lead of the game, up by 19 points over South Alabama.
Paris Bass receives the pass and says,
jump. Traveling the call, up and down.
Another turnover by the Jaguars. And Detroit seizing the lead right now and taking it at 19 right now, looking to get over 20.
They just cannot protect the basketball.
It's not so much them, it's the Detroit defense. I got a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of this in the games we're going to call later on this year.
Paris Bass again. This one won't go. That was the heat check for Paris Bass.
It was too much about the Bass at that point.
Yes. Too much Bass, too much Bass. That's the best rapping I can do.
I came to Bass.
Jawan, active hands, loose ball on the floor, fighting for it. 5 guys down there.
Love
and the
that.
possession arrow will go to the Detroit Titans. Jawan Howard Jr. wants the fans here at Callahan on their feet.
See the coaches all clapping, Coach McCallum clapping. 4 white shirts getting cherry burns there on their knees. That's the energy we're talking about, Ryan. Love the effort Detroit's putting out tonight.
No question about it. Those are just hustle plays by the Titans.
You bring that kind of energy on a nightly basis, especially in Horizon League play, this team's got a chance to do some very, very special things this year.
There's so much to look forward to with this group. You've got senior leadership in Jawan Howard.
Woo-hoo.
And a block. Up top, Bass. Oh, just a little bit too strong on the pass from Jawan Howard Jr., but they were ready to blow the lid off this joint.
Oh my goodness, we had a Sports Center top 10 play right there. The block on one end, Bass said throw it up, just could not catch it. Missed the dunk against Michigan the other night as well. That would have been pretty.
And we'll take a timeout, the under 12 timeout, 11:34 to go in the game. The Titans lead at 50-31 over South Alabama. You are watching Detroit Titans basketball here on ESPN3.
Can you really succeed in business while staying true to your values? You can. And it's proven every day by graduates of University of Detroit Mercy's College of Business Administration. As a Catholic institution, UDM prepares leaders with competence and conscience, putting ethics and social responsibility at the core of a business education that's in the world's top 5%. Find out more today at business.udmercy.edu.
As student athletes, we continually strive to find the balance between the demands of the classroom and the demands of competition. Sometimes it's not easy.
But we also know we're fortunate. We participate in NCAA Division I athletic programs. We attend excellent universities, and we are able to represent our families, schools, and the Horizon League.
Best of all, we will graduate with meaningful degrees and take our valuable skills into another competitive realm.
You know, that one that's called life.
The Horizon League, proud sponsor of the next
Paris Bass, long.
Hard to do is make threes. He's in that Matthew Graves, Darnell Archie, Butler mode. Come off, hit threes, make shots. They need some more of that.
And a steal by South Alabama. Taishaun Johnson blocked by Bass. Get that shot out of here, says Paris Bass, the freshman from Birmingham Seaholm.
Johnson had no chance. Bass had that set up from half court on. He knew exactly what the guard was going to do, timed it just right.
Oh, that's a walk. That's a veteran defensive move by Juwan Howard Jr. The old Rick Mahorn pulled the curtain from underneath.
No doubt about it. Use his size and uncoordination against him. Pull the chair. Bada boom, bada bing, travel.
Midway through this second half, Titans on top by 16. Matthew Grant jumper off the mark. And the rebound comes away to Tafari Whittingham. Taishaun Johnson in the lane, now down low. Nice pass there to Abdul Lewis, and Lewis puts it in off the glass.
Taishaun Johnson, relentless for South Alabama. He will attack and attack and attack, and has made some fantastic passes tonight.
Paris Bass, short with it. So after making 2 threes in this second half, he has now missed 2 in a row and then missed the follow there as well.
Bass had that good block, but those are 2 bad shots by Paris Bass.
Johnson can't get it to go. Blocked by Bass. Get that shot out of here, says Paris. As the freshman from Birmingham Seaholm. To the basket. Up, no, but Paris Bass, long range, got it.
Detroit.
Paris Bass, wide open look, got it.
Come off, hit threes, make shots. They need some more of that.
And a steal by South Alabama. Taishaun Johnson blocked by Bass.
Come off, hit threes, make shots. They need some more of that.
And for two. Juwan Howard Jr. wants the guys to slow it down a little bit. This lead cut to 14 points, under 8 to go in the game.
Wilson, we've talked a lot about him here in the second half, but that's 2 or 3 possessions for him in a row now where he's turned the ball over. He's got to be smarter with the basketball, a little bit more patient.
52-38 is the score. There's going to be an offensive foul on the Titans, and with that, we'll take a timeout. 7:37 to go here in the game. The Detroit Titans 52, the South Alabama Jaguars 38. You are watching Detroit Titans basketball here on ESPN3.
University of Detroit Mercy, a Catholic university in the Jesuit and Mercy traditions,
exists to provide excellent student-centered undergraduate and graduate education.
Alabama. Taishaun Johnson blocked by Bass. Get that shot out of here, says Paris Bass, the freshman from Birmingham Seaholm. Drives to the basket. Up, no! A lot to do with it.
It's 20 possessions. That's more shots for Detroit. No doubt about it. And that's the big reason why.
Gerard Williams loses it to Taishaun Johnson. Ken Williams fires for three, won't go. Ball loose. Matthew Grant had it, lost it. And a nice play there by Johnson to throw it off of Matthew Grant and keep possession.
Give credit to both teams. Throughout the course of this game, I mean, they are both giving energy, playing hard, getting on the floor. Good effort by both Grant and Johnson right there. Johnson just prevails.
Get a look at Harris Bass right now. 3 of 9, 2 of 4 from three-point range in 18 minutes. 8 points, 3 rebounds. The Titans get it back here as we return live, and Anton Wilson flies in.
Well, I think, Howard, that will count as a shot, but if I'm him, I'm saying, hey, good alley-oop. Take it. Good pass.
Johnson. Wide open look for Georgi Boyanov. Couldn't get it. Matthew Grant back the other way. Goes to the basket. Left hand off glass. No, and Boyanov with the rebound.
It's not a good shot right there. Up by 16. Pull that ball out. Run all 35 seconds on that shot clock if you can.
Williams the floater. Ken Williams with a nice baseline floater for 2.
Guard Gerard Williams pushes off right in front of the referee. A turnover. We're going the other way. 14 points again, Ryan, as you said, hanging around, hanging around. There you go, Anton.
Anton Wilson throws it down. The big man.
Detroit credit. Wilson's playing some D. Doing his thing. He's excited. Big basket for the Titans.
Johnson in the lane. Ken Williams, no. Boyan off the rebound, loses it. And it will remain with the Jags. Juwan Howard Jr. firing his guys up. Saying, good effort, guys, good effort.
So the boys finish strong. That's what his role is. Scorer, but leader, most importantly.
22 turnovers for South Alabama. Detroit has 12. Johnson into the lane. Bass says, get out of here. Bass tried to save it and could not. 9 on the shot clock for South Alabama.
I don't know what that young man's wingspan is, but it is longer than whatever his height is. He is a stat filler, this Paris
basket. And he plays so calm and under control for a freshman, does he not?
I mean, like the word poise stands out to me. He just has that poise about him, which you don't see a lot with young freshmen. Now look, he's made some mistakes this game, no doubt about it. But for the most part, he's played well. He's played under control, and he's filled that stat sheet, doing all the little things that Detroit needs to win basketball games.
Patrick Ackerman with a reach-in foul on Georgi Boyanov. The Jags were in the bonus but missed the free throw, and Juwan Howard Jr. on that last play was telling Patrick, he said, hey, you don't have to do that. Let him catch the ball. Juwan forced, pushed, goes down, no call. Johnson got it to go and one. Taishaun Johnson.
Well, bad shot selection leads to easy baskets. Juwan Howard, he knows the game. Maybe a little frustrated with his offensive output today from the field. Forced that shot. South Alabama with that and one, the old-fashioned three-point play.
And Taishaun Johnson converts the three-point play. So the Jags pull within 13, 4:45 to go here in the game.
And Detroit learning how to win basketball games, learning how to take control. Up by 14, get a big Anton Wilson steal. You think it's going to push him to the 20-point mark? Turnover, foul. Again, Jaguars hanging around. Not what you want if you're Detroit.
Matthew Grant, the masked man, saw Ray McCallum Sr. on the sidelines and decided to throw it to him. And a nice catch by Coach, but he's not in the game right now. So a turnover for the Titans.
Coach plays in my adult league down at the DAC. Don't get twisted, he can play.
The triple, and they do in fact pull within 10 points.
And Detroit with
4:17 to go in the game.
They were up by 21 points. We said, look, keep pushing. And some uncharacteristic mistakes by Detroit here the last 2-3 minutes. Turnovers, offensive fouls, bad reach-in fouls. Doing the little things that cause you to lose basketball games. And like you said, Ryan, a 10-point game now, over 4 minutes left. Jaguars have life.
And here is a steal and slam by Anton Wilson to extend the lead for the Titans.
You love that play, right? Energy, the building was up. Huge dunk that put them up to 16. You thought, okay, here we go, Detroit. Now we're back. They came back 14. Now we got the momentum, but give South Alabama credit. Hanging around, Detroit's making mistakes. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Well, if the goal for the Jaguars was to get to 10 with about 4 minutes to go, they've done that and feel like they have a chance to be in position to make a run and win this game now.
Here's the thing, though.
Go ahead.
Do they have the energy? Just like in the first half, right? They made that 10-0 run. They're on a little 11-point run right now. They've cut it from 21 down to 10. Do they have the conditioning to stick with it? Or will Detroit counterpunch like they did at the end of that first half?
Well, the last 4 minutes of this game will tell the story. And give Matthew Graves, the head coach for South Alabama, some credit here. His guys are playing hard. They have not played smart at times, but they are playing hard. Patrick Ackerman inside gets the roll.
I was not enamored with that offensive set. Juwan dribbling, everybody else just watching, but they made a play and a sweet little soft touch by Ackerman. Detroit desperately needed that basket right there.
Ken Williams down low. Whittingham, the slam. So South Alabama answers. And it's a 10-point game once again. 3:20 to go in counting.
Bad defensive rotation by the Titans. Dribble drive, you have to rotate if you're the weak side defender. Howard did not do it there. Easy dunk for the Jaguars.
3-ball try, no for Anton Wilson, and Whittingham the rebound. Here comes South Alabama looking to get within 10. Blocked by Bass. Ferguson up strong, no, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2.
A good penetration by South Alabama, got to the basket. Bass with a good block, but again, Titans out of position. Ackerman was pinned against on the outside, allowed Ferguson to get in there and a chance to get this under 10, Ryan.
And with 2:58 to go, it is Detroit Titans 58 and South Alabama 48. We'll take a break. Come right back. Final 3 minutes of the game when we return.
If you can't be in the stands watching Horizon League action, there's a next best thing.
And that's the Horizon League Network.
Did you know that each year, the HLN streams more than 400 Horizon League competitions, including our conference championships?
Even better, those webcasts are in high definition.
And there's even an HLN mobile app so you can watch the action from literally anywhere.
Catch us at horizonleague.com.
The Horizon League, proud sponsor of the next generation.
WADL Detroit is bringing you the heartbeat of basketball in the city. Catch all of the action of Titans basketball as we bring you an up-close and personal look as we take you on campus at the University of Detroit Mercy. If you want action, excitement, and the best basketball the city has to offer, look no further than University of Detroit Mercy on WADL Detroit.
University of Detroit Mercy, a Catholic university in the Jesuit and Mercy traditions,
exists to provide an excellent, student-centered undergraduate and graduate education in an urban context.
A UDM education seeks to integrate the intellectual, spiritual, ethical, and social development of students.
Take a look at some of the Detroit Titans' upcoming games, and a couple of big ones there. You see the Wichita State coming into Callahan Hall on December 17th. That will be a good one. How about at Arizona State on December 30th?
Wichita State, a Final Four team, #1 in the mid-major top 25. They've just been doing tremendous things the last couple of years. The Arizona State there, Rhode Island. Again, Michigan and Oregon already under the Titans' belt. Coach McCallum not afraid to play the big guys.
Those games can help a mid-major team like the Detroit Titans so much moving forward. I really believe that week last week, even though it was 2 losses, gave the Titans a lot of confidence moving forward. Losses at Oregon and at Michigan, but late in the second half with 5 minutes to go, you were tied in Ann Arbor with the Wolverines. On the road, a tough place to play at Oregon, you were tied at halftime.
I mean, look, they can do it. Those things serve 2 purposes, right, Ryan? I mean, 1, it gives you great confidence. You play the big boys, it helps your schedule. 2, you get a win or 2, that peppers your resume for NCAA qualification. Now, they're 0 for 2 on those games, but still some opportunities with Wichita State, Arizona State, and others on that schedule.
A turnover for South Alabama. Chance to pull within 10. Taishaun Johnson down low. Ferguson got bumped by Paris Bass.
Wow.
And that is the 10th team foul against the Detroit Titans in this second half, so 2 free throws the rest of the way.
Not a big fan of that one.
Ferguson goes to the line for 2.
Not a big fan. I mean, the referees have been letting him play all night. I like it. That one, a little suspect, but there was a little bit of a shoving there, so you got to give the referee credit. Just like that, we are 9 points, Ryan, a 3-possession game.
That one a little bit too strong by Deontay Ferguson, so he splits at the line. Titans up 9, 2.5 to go. You've got Bass, Williams, Grant, Juwan Howard Jr.,
Coach McCallum
and
calls
Anton
timeout.
Wilson on the floor, and Ray McCallum wants a timeout as BK Brandon Kearney heads to the scorer's table. We'll see who he comes in for.
I thought they had Johnson for a foul there. He was giving Matthew Grant a big hug on his way to the basket. But look, you talk about South Alabama, Ryan, right? Look, it's a 9-point game. They've missed 9 free throws despite 22 turnovers.
Our next Detroit Titans basketball game here on ESPN3 and ESPN3.com is November 30th at 3 p.m. The Titans welcome in the Falcons of Bowling Green. That will be a competitive game.
Always is. Bowling Green, a tough place to play. Played there a few times myself. They have a good squad every now and then. They got a good one this year. And again, Bowling Green always a tough place to play basketball.
The MAC versus the Horizon League. A couple of strong conferences.
Detroit, 23 seconds. No need to rush his shot right now. Plenty of time. 2 minutes left. Get a good shot. Make it a 4-possession game.
Ooh. Gerard Williams may have gotten away with one there, and then might have gotten away with a push-off there. Misses the shot. Then he gets called for the foul.
Like you said, he got away with 2 fouls there, but the third one, the referee called. He's shorter on that shot. And if I'm Detroit, the one guy I'm staying away from, if I'm attacking offensively, is Johnson. He is quick, fast. He's got active hands. Whatever reason, they decided to attack him, and look what happened.
Yeah, no question about it. Couldn't ask for a better scenario if you're South Alabama. You go to the free throw line to cut into this one, and the clock stops. So first free throw is good for Taishaun Johnson. The Titans lead trimmed to 8. Johnson looks to cut into it a little bit more. He does. So Taishaun Johnson makes both. 2 minutes to go in the game, 2:04 to be exact. And the home team up by 7.
Again, the clock is your friend, Detroit. Work that ball, 30 seconds. Get away from Johnson if you can. Rotate the ball. Again, get Johnson out of this play. Find a way to get the ball into Juwan Howard Jr.'s hands if I'm them.
Paris Bass in the game in winning time, as they say.
And Howard calling for it. Upset at Grant for not giving him the rock.
8 to go on the shot clock. Grant drives down low. BK got it to go. Brandon Kearney drives to the basket and gets it to go to put the Titans back up 9. 1:24 to go in the game. Williams, no. Lewis, rebound, yes.
Well, we haven't talked a lot about it, but the rebounding battle has been won significantly today by South Alabama. It'll be their 46th rebound and 14th offensive rebound. Titans may well pull this one out. They definitely won the turnover battle, but rebounding both at Michigan and today has been an issue and something Detroit will need to correct going forward.
Paris Bass, first free throw attempt of the day, a 1-and-1, misses the free throw, so a good strategy by South Alabama. It pays off. They can do that 2 more times. Taishaun Johnson, no. Little bit too long. They're going to foul him again because they're in the 1-and-1.
South Alabama electing to play the free throw battle. Detroit has shot it well from the line today. 16 of 19, but those free throws become a little bit tougher down the stretch, under 1 minute, and the Titans last few years have struggled down the stretch shooting free throws. You can be sure Matthew Graves, the head coach for South Alabama, knows that.
Matthew Graves, of course, has had a lot of success, especially as an assistant coach at Butler, back-to-back Final Fours under Brad Stevens.
Matthew
unbelievable run those
well.
Butler teams had, huh?
They had a great decade, to say the least. The runs they had, the kind of players they had, the Shelvin Mack, Gordon Hayward, guys like that. Fantastic program.
Couple of free throws, good. The Titans lead back up to 9. Johnson, 3-ball, no, and Juwan Howard the rebound, and he's going to get fouled. This will be the last time the Titans will be 1-and-1, and the next foul for South Alabama, they'll be shooting 2. So a 1-and-1 situation still for the Titans.
Coach Graves just hoping for a miss on this first one while he plays this game. I'm not so sure he'll be playing that foul game if they come down and miss one again.
Exactly. Juwan makes 13 of 13 at the line in this one. Unbelievable.
Announcer jinx? I don't know.
No way. I never bought into the jinx thing. 42 seconds to go. Titans up 11. Stevenson couldn't get it to go. Battling for it. A couple of Titans battling with their own guys. And I'm not sure they're going to foul.
Look out.
Juwan Howard going up, throwing it down. Exclamation point on this victory for the Titans. 66-53. Titans lead it. And that one won't go. Ball out of bounds to Detroit, and that will do it.
Give Detroit credit.
Matthew Graves, the coach for South Alabama, calling off the Dogs, and BK will dribble it across half court, and it'll be a Titan victory.
They had cut it to 7. It was close, but Detroit stood strong, held down the fort, got it back up to 13. Big, big victory for Detroit. They go to 2-2. Confidence booster. You got to love it.
So it wasn't the prettiest of games for the Titans, Bernie, but nonetheless, they got it done.
And again, we talked about the buzzword for today, Ryan, is energy. And Detroit had that. Again, they had the potential for a letdown. Didn't happen. You got to love the effort, especially on the defensive end. And what a big victory for Detroit. That is what it's all about.
And as we bring in the head coach of the Detroit Titans, Ray McCallum, and Coach, just talk to us about the effort from your guys today.
You know what? It really was a gut check. I'm sure Bernie told you. I mean, and he's been there. He flew out to Oregon, all excited, energy up, playing a Pac-12 school. The emotion of Michigan on Thursday came here. I thought we played in stretch. We're excited about playing, trying to get our first Division I win. But I tell you what, it was a game a game of runs, you know. And fortunately for us, we had the heart and determination to finish. That's what we've talked about. In the Oregon game, we didn't. Michigan game, we're in position, tied, you know, close out the game.
What did you say at halftime? I mean, Coach, as you just talked about Oregon, Michigan, had the lead or tied going into that second half, and for whatever reason, you haven't been able to get things on track that second half. Tonight, Juwan Howard Jr., Paris Bass going to the hole, Anton Wilson going to the hole. What did you tell the guys at halftime to get that big push in the second half?
You know what, the thing I was pleased about, we held them to 20 points. When you hold a team to 20 points, you know that was a big emphasis. The first half, so we were doing some good things defensively. I think our guys were a little excited, a little bit on edge about being at home too. I think, you know, when you saw the slow start, but we pushed through, we made a big emphasis on closing the halves, and we did a good job of closing the half to take momentum in. And Bernie, as you know, I mean, the first 3-4 minutes of the second half is critical, and that's what we're really pointing to with this young team. When you look out there, you see Hogan, you see Bass. They've never played at this level, trying to work through. And then we've had a lot of guys just trying to, with Brandon Kearney really hadn't played a lot in his career in the last couple of years. Same thing with Ackerman. A lot of positives to point to.
Coach, talk to me about that defensive effort, because when the shot's not going down, you can always point to your defense, and they really got it done. 23 turnovers in this.
Well, I mean, we had 13 the first half, and I thought our pressure. I think if you look at the Michigan game, I think we forced them to 6 or 7. We had Oregon forced into 8 turnovers the first half. So, I mean, that's what we're able to do right now, and we're trying to get everybody involved. All the guys that's cleared, you know, we get them out there and expect for them to go out and compete and provide energy.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate your time. Got a lot of talent, good win, and a good week.
Okay.
Congratulations, Coach.
Right. Ray McCallum, they're kind enough to spend a couple of minutes with us. Bernie, well, as they say, it's a win in the books. It wasn't the prettiest of games, but nonetheless, the Titans got it done.
A win's a win, and I like to win with defense. In Detroit, they're doing that, and that poses well. You want to be a championship team, you got to play D. They can do that. The shot may fall a little bit better as the season goes on, but I love this team. They got great character. They really seem to like each other, and they got a chance to do some special things, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
No question about it. And we will be back here December 30th, right here on ESPN3 and ESPN3.com for the Detroit Titans and the Bowling Green Falcons. We hope you come back with us. So that'll do it from Callahan Hall. The Detroit Titans beat the South Alabama Jaguars 66-53. For Bernie Foose and our entire crew here at HLN and ESPN3, I'm Ryan Armani saying so long. You are watching Detroit Titans basketball on ESPN3.